It's not that you're not going to have hard times. There's going to be things come our way that we're not going to understand. We're not going to know what to do with. Hey you guys, it's Jessica here again. I just wanted to come and do the 5-minute message Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed the last one. This one's a little bit more direct, really. I've been in a class all day today, and some of the stuff that I've learned and thought about just really kind of struck a chord with me, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So I think a lot of times in life we go through crap, and when you're a believer and you believe in God and stuff like that, a lot of times the pain, the suffering, the tragedy that happens in life, it makes no sense. So my professor was talking about when God makes no sense. I had the pleasure of sitting in a class with Dr. Larry Crabb, and if you have not read his books, he is just utterly fantastic. But there was a couple things he said that I just kind of wanted to tell you about and get your thoughts. So please write back on this video. I'd love to hear from you. So here we go. When God makes no sense. I think we can all think of a time where, whether in our own lives or someone we love or someone we know or even just on the news, the tragedy and stuff, it just makes no sense. So there's 3 different things that he talked about that you can do when God makes no sense. The first is we can resist and run away. This makes me think of the story of Jonah, where God had called him to go a certain place and to talk to people, and Jonah packed up and went the opposite way. And I think a lot of times this can be one of the easiest things for us to do, is to kind of avoid and not have to face it. But it can lead to a lot of heartache too. So that's the first thing. We can resist and run away. Second thing is distort and deny. So a lot of times, we want to use God as use God in a way that we want to be blessed. So, a lot of times it comes from negotiations with God, or like, what is your prayer life like when you're praying? Is it to have a close relationship with Him like you would your husband, your spouse, your significant other, your wife, your daughter, your son? Or is it kind of a negotiation between you and God? Just something to think about. This really struck me pretty hard. So John 16:33, I'm reading out the new NIV, says, "I have told you these things so that you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." So, when we try to distort and deny, we're really taken away from God. It's human nature, I think, to doubt. But we know that we can trust Him, and that's kind of what this verse is saying. So the third thing is tremble and trust, which what my professor was saying is, this is kind of the place to be, to tremble and trust. It's not that you're not going to have hard times. It's not that that you're not going to deal with things. But it says, I don't think we're being honest about life unless we're trembling and trusting. There's going to be things come our way that we're not going to understand. We're not going to know what to do with. And we tremble in that. But I think that that's okay. That's what's really set heavy with me is God doesn't ask us not to tremble, but He asks us to tremble and trust. It brings up the story of Solomon, and God has dealt the human race a tragic existence. And I know that's like, wow, you did that at almost 5 minutes. Let's not dive into that. But I want you to think about that. What we're designed for, we can't really reach here on earth. We We want relationships. We want love. But I think because we live in a fallen world, we're not ever going to fully have that desire met. God is the only way to meet that desire. So 2 Corinthians, it talks about fix your eyes on the things that are not seen. So a lot of times in life, we're trying to deal with things, and a lot of times it's those things that aren't seen that we really hold to. So a loved one, the love that we feel from them, the commitment that they show, there's actions that come from those things, but you can't see them. You cannot see technically commitment. You can't really see love, but you can see the fruit of those things. Just sit knowing that God is telling a story that is larger than our lives. And that story consists of more than just what we see, as my professor says, under the sun. We live our day-to-day lives, and things are huge. Tragedy happens. Great things happen too. But a lot of times I think that we need to start fixing our eyes on things that aren't under the sun, meaning, when something happens to us, what is the bigger picture? What good could come from this? And we tend to negotiate, like I said, in our prayers instead of surrendering. So I just want to challenge you today. I know this is always, I talk a lot longer than 5 minutes, but this is just what I wanted to share with you. It really stuck with me today. So let me know what you think. Give me your comments. Give me your thoughts. I would love to see that. I will reply as much as I can. And I just look forward to spending more time with you guys and kind of diving in deeper to different things. If there's something specific you'd like for me to address, marriage, family, kids, anything like that, please put your request in the comments as well, and I'd be happy to do that. So I hope you guys are blessed. I hope you have had a great day, and I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.